Good evening and welcome again. This is another video that connects us to the one we watched earlier. This one is dealing with the things that are not the practice of African tradition religion practitioners. There are certain things that people think that they are part of this religion. It is not. And if you went through the record of these people, as I said, they are afraid before God reprimand them or God punish them for what they have done. They try as much as they can to keep the law of the community, which is based on the law of the Holy Bible. I will say that because they will tell you, do not cheat anyone, do not steal, do not abuse anybody. You are trained to respect elderly people and even people all around. These are some of the things they do. But some of the things that they don't are not practiced, though people within that cycle can practice that. But things that are not accepted are, like I said, cheating. They do not want that. They do not want people to lie. They do not want people to practice witchcraft. If you did that, or if people did that, what happened is that they have a specific law that governs the society. But what connects the worshippers of the ATR to this is that they are the ones who are there to make sure that laws and others are kept in the community. So therefore they come to them, and people who are found doing these things, they will be punished, severely punished, because they don't want them to bring curse upon the community. So if someone stole, if they cannot get that, then they will have someone who will come and find out what is happening, who will come out, and most likely they will say what we say they will set medicine to catch that person. Sometimes it can be lightning, and they will command the lightning according to their belief, and the one who stole that or who did the mischief in the community will be punished by that. Of course, that is punishment by death, which of course is true. I mean, which of course is what they believe, because that is the only way they can get the bad people out of the community, because they do not have a jailhouse to keep them there. They do not have a police force to do that. So if someone has caused trouble in the community and is not willing to listen to them, of course, that's why it is required of every uh, matured person, be a woman or man, so that they be a part of the uh, two societies or two fraternities they have, the Poro and the Sandy. So if the person cannot come, then of course they will send the big thing or the master of the Poro to go and run after this man if it is a man. If it is a woman, they have a medium that they can use to fetch that person out. And this person will be judged, and he or she will be judged fairly. There's no bribery. This person will be judged fairly, and then the requisite fine will be imposed on that person, and they will pay. But they will only reach to that stage when this person refuses to come to their call. That's what will happen. But if the person will come to their call, there's nothing bad about it. They will accept this person and they will settle the matter, because the reason for which they practice ATR is to bring uh, love, to share their love and their care for the people. That's why even the community itself is just a one family community. For instance, if my child went wrong, any elderly person in the community was, if he was there and then saw what my child did was wrong, they will, without my consent, they will punish that guy, or they will give certain thing for that guy to do for what they have done, so that this thing will not be repeated, so that they will not say, well, since my parents are not here, I will do it and go free. No. So this tradition is very connected, and that's how I keep it going together. They frown, very much frown at what now has entered the world. I'm not saying that it has never been practiced. Maybe it was being practiced, but I'm saying this. to tell us that something like same-sex marriage is very frowned at. Something like rape is very frowned at. If someone rape and then they cannot find the person, in fact, what they will do is they will say word around, and the next thing that they will do will be to send the messenger of the community, and that is the borough master, and to fetch this guy and bring him so that they will go through the justice system that they do not honor. They believe in polygamy because they don't want to be, they are afraid that they will be childless and the community will stop to grow. So if a woman in a marriage, there is no child in a marriage, if the marriage is childless, the only thing I know and myself I think about is that most of the time the women are accused of being childless. And then but then this will lead to polygamous marriage, because if you have this woman and you are not having children, then you will go out to find another woman to come and help have children. But the fact is, I do not know if this man is the one who is barren, and then there's someone entering that home, quote unquote, in a bad way, creating or having children there on behalf of that person. Well, it's something we need to be thinking about. But that's really what happened. So um, these are some of the things that people don't accept are not practiced by the African traditional people. But sometimes people from outside, yeah, this is because of that. And of course, yes, polygamous marriage is accepted because sometimes it helps the people for them to have to acquire property, and then you have plenty of wives, you have big farm, you have plenty of children, you have so many people living with you, and they help you to do all your farm work. So at the final end, you will end up coming up with some wealth that you will get out of that marriage. Or you have, if it is not cash money, but you have people that will be under your control, people you will lead, and based on that, people also practice polygamous marriage, and that's what they do. But they hate idolatry. If you are there and you cheat on one another, of course, they will take that person. They will have to ask the woman to tell who has had an affair with this person, with her. And when the person is named, either they will fine you. Uh, the cost is US $10. It has not changed. They still have that. So you pay the value in Liberian dollars. And when that is done, this man is advised and the woman is advised not to practice that. If he continues to do that, of course, they will have the the law enforcement officers to come, and they will they will take care of that by enforcing the law. So these are what happened in this system, and we hope that we can find out some way as to how best we can connect this to Christianity, if there's any way, or if there's a way that we can help to modify this system so that those things that are out of it, we will know that these things are not part of it and these are part of it, so that we will know when they are practicing this, because we are always and will always preach to these people who come into the church. This is something they had in their hand, and we need to replace it with what we have that will be meaningful to them. Thank you very much.